So let's do this, the third question here, and say, if I gave you names and I want to find out if one name is actually among the names, right? So this is kind of like the search we did. So instead of search for certain number, we search for the name. So how we do that? Again, we'll have a public static, and we'll have return the integer. Again, we'll give the location. Okay, we'll say search. Now we are giving again an array list of some names, or the array of strings. Okay, the typical one is we can have a names, we can have an address, whatever we want to search for. So here we'll have index starting. This initially will say the index is nothing, because sometimes we cannot find it, so we'll return. So if we have a -1, means we never find it. So here is the list, and here we have a string of a particularly one. So say some string we want to search this particularly as, right? And we'll return the index if we find it. So how we do that? Again, we'll have a for loop. We'll say index I equals 0, I is less than list dot length. Okay, it's an array, so there's no parentheses, and I plus plus. And then we'll do if statement, we'll do comparison. Okay, and we'll say if the list I, which is the I's name, okay, dot, using the string method, equals to the S. Okay, now you cannot using like here and equal. To compare, if two strings are the same, we're using the method equals. And let's go back to the previous chapters. So if this is the case, then we find it. So we just return the first one, and then we'll say index equal to the I, and then we'll break. The break means we are out of the for loop. Okay, so break means break out of the loop. Okay, so this is the thing we can use. We'll break. As soon as we find it, we break. We say, that's it. We're not going to do anything further. Right? Okay. So let's say how we can use this one. And we can just copy print. Okay. We'll say search for, let's just say search for my name. Okay. And it will show up because it will return me the 0. Okay. The first one. So we'll say search and give a name, and then give say clear 10 here, and they should return me a 0 to say, hey, we found it. Okay, so if I run here, and it says search for clear 10, it returns me 0, right? And now if I say I just search for clear, and then you run again, and it returns me -1 because it has to match the whole name.